So, have a little bit of a mouse problem. We inadvertently left a bag. Yep, that's how the day's going. Inadvertently left a bag of grass seed in here in the corner on a shelf. And stuff picked up. And look at the mess. All this from the corner. So the mouse got in the grass seed, got in the wall, had to take all this down. I'm going to take this piece out because right up to about there, it's soaked with mouse pee. So you wouldn't believe the mess that was in this corner. Took that apart because there was a hole in the bottom. Took the insulation out of that. So I found a few dead ones in that pile of seed. I hope they overate themselves and drank something and swelled up. So I'm still seeing the mouse or mice because there's never just one. So I'm going to put some traps out here while I'm working around here today, see if they snap off. They are very bold. They are not the least bit afraid of me. They go under the refrigerator, which I'm assuming they're staying up in the tray because there's water there. So I'm going to eventually have to pull that around and fix that also. Clean it out. Let's see what we can do for a little bit of a shop update. So the Western Star's in here for paint the box. Of course, that's not how it's going to be strapped down eventually. Got to make the mounts for this. I don't think I'm doing that part of it, but I am doing some work on the hydraulic tank. It is bolted, but we're going to add a couple of safety tabs of weld. Grind these off, get these off here, and then the whole box going to get painted. I'm going to do a little welding on the rear. I don't know if you can see it, probably not. Yeah, you probably won't. There's a crack here around this brace, and that's from people pushing on a tailgate. Tailgates are meant to hold material in. They are generally light or material. But they are held together with good bracing, but they are not a push point. And if you can look at the back, people have pushed on this one. Enough said about that. So there's the shelf that I was using, and it was pretty dirty, so we fixed that, cleaned it up. Also, yesterday afternoon, installed a new light on the front of the garage. So it's official, sled's in the corner. It's still got to be cleaned and put away, but it's right there for now. 2 snowblowers were not used at all this year, so I'm going to treat the fuel, shut the fuel off to them, let them run out of fuel, and hope for good storage. Move the rat rod forward because as soon as we get through that big dump truck, that's going in. I'm going to pull the rear part on this. Everything comes off it. And I'm going to install the other rear end, which is a Ford rear end, same what's in it, except out of a 53, same width, same everything, but completely rebuilt. And then I got to do a little work on the steering and decide if I'm going to put power brakes on this, because no matter what I do, I keep getting a soft pedal, and it's not because of there's any air in the line. I believe it's because I have disc on the front, drum on the rear, and the modern system on the front does not like not having the power booster, and it's not a weak pedal, it's just a fading pedal. There's no leaks, it's not blowing by in the master cylinder, it just fades, and I believe it's not enough pressure to hold the calipers out. So I'm thinking about putting a power booster kit on this. You know, I didn't want to, but I'm probably gonna have to. I need some safe brakes. So a few things to do on that. The doors are gonna come off. I'm gonna weld in the bottom of the doors so I don't have the floppiness going on. They're going down the road. And the next thing in here is I'm gonna add some new lighting. This was basically, this was a carport, trailer or truck port under, beside my garage for years. Then we insulated it, boxed it in, but really never really intended to use it for anything, but I use it all the time. So I'm gonna put some LED lighting out here. I'm gonna run it off the, that being the main power source. I'll probably eliminate that light and put 4 to 5 LEDs in here. All right. So, where are we on the other side? And as you notice, the Dodge, excuse me, the Cummins swap Ford is not in here right now. Priorities is to get this truck up and going so when the weather changes and people can get back out and the work starts coming in again, the dump truck is ready. So this is over sitting here now. It is not an oil leak, it is a power steering leak because the line got pinched. We're going to replace that line. That's sitting here. 67 Fairlanes in here right now. I'm continuing to, today I'm going to get the top sanded down and in primer. I still, most of it. Back here where I had to replace the metal, I put a coat of body fill. I got to sand it down the same way across here. Take it down, sand it down, and get the finish on that. Cut my panel that goes in the back here. I still have a little, as you can see, this piece here is buggered up. So this will be cut out. And then I'll put a new back piece on it, and then I will put the window perch that holds the rubber back in. So I've already done this side. I got to take this down a little bit, hit it with the grinder, get it down to where I need to have it, and that'll be done. And this side, I already just put one coat of body fill over the metal. And it's a better body fill for like being tight. It's good and solid. I just got to get leveled out well because I am going to paint the top along when I paint the car, and then before I reinstall the rear window, I will have the vinyl top put on it. And I think that's where I'm going to. They don't really finish these very well when they put a vinyl top on them. And that was completely rusted underneath from water and the vinyl top leaking and getting on it, and it rotted out here. And I fixed all this. This is good and solid now. It rotted out here. This is the worst. So now I'm going to try to do this without pulling the front windshield, but if I have to, I will. It all depends what I get in and find in here when I start poking with screwdrivers. So, worst case scenario, windshield comes out and I have to rebuild this whole ridge in here and this. You see the hole right here? I am going to take this back a little bit farther to expose that and get in there and take care of the rust. The metal's really solid right here. So I am going to cut this and make the patch and get it shaped and put it in, weld it in by covering the windshield with the blanket. Welding blanket, and then I'll get that done and finish it off with some body fill. And you see, the worst thing I got to do is I got this piece right in here that's not good. You see my finger coming up through? Yeah, right there. Not hard to fix, just some little time consuming. Try to get some of that stuff done today. I want to get this down and put another coat of body fill on it. It's very thin, but I want to put another coat and get all little imperfections out of it. So when I prime it, I'll see. I got a little bit of shaping right here with the metal to do. I got a high point right here. For some reason, this whole piece is up a little bit farther than I want. I'll fix that. And so there we are. We are the Mice Patrol today. Stay safe. Thanks for subscribing, staying home watching the videos. Got a lot of new subscribers, really appreciate it. Hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It'll help us get some subscribers, and maybe we can get to the point where we'll be showing some more projects. There's a lot of projects around here to do, and we've got a couple projects we'd like to do. So again, thanks. Be safe.